Bangkok, the capital of Siam, is a grand terminus for the important railways of Indochina, and its railway station in the heart of the city forms an impressive background for the daily pageantry of Siam's one and only metropolis. Bangkok is said to cover more land area than any other city in the world except London. Its wide thoroughfares and paved streets are a fitting memorial to the foreign engineers who helped to reclaim the land from canals and marshes. But centuries before this, Bangkok had built its world-famous Buddhist temples, and they stand today as colorful symbols of an abiding faith. Buddhism, the national religion of Siam, was founded in India about 600 years before Christ by Gautama Buddha, a wealthy prince who relinquished all his earthly possessions in order to teach what he thought was a better way of life for himself and his fellow mortals. Buddha taught that all the miseries of life were caused by insatiable selfishness and greed. He said, "Until a man has overcome every sort of personal craving, his life is trouble and his end is sorrow. Lose yourself in the greater interests of life and desire nothing that can cause pain. The best of all and the end of all is a dreamless, eternal sleep." He reasoned that man must do right not because some God expected him to, but rather because there is a definite penalty to pay if he does wrong. His teachings were founded more upon reason than faith, and his chief aim was for knowledge rather than morality. Although Buddha desired no symbols or sacrifices or temples in which to commemorate his doctrines, his devoted followers have built thousands of Buddhist shrines throughout India, China, Japan, and Siam. And today, the simple creed that was born in the heart of a young prince over 25 centuries ago is said to have more followers than any other religion in the world. Every Siamese, including the king himself, must spend a period of his life in some one of the 10,000 monasteries of the land. In Bangkok alone, there are at least 500 temples dedicated to Buddhism. The chief entertainment of the Siamese people is found in national dancing, through which the drama of life is enacted and many a folklore is preserved. In this instance, the demon with the green mask is trying to steal a pearl or a silver ball from the daughter of Neptune, and each movement of her delicate hand symbolizes a thought in the story. The makeup of the women consists of powder plastered on the face until it resembles a smooth white mask, and this covering is meant to preclude all facial expression of the emotions. Hence, joy, sorrow, pleasure, anger, and fear are expressed by conventional signs. Dancers who are the most popular are those who can bend their fingers back as far as their wrists, an achievement that is the supreme desire of every Siamese dancer. In strange contrast to all the other graven images of Bangkok are two rather humorous-looking statues representing an ancient Siamese sculptor's impression of the first Dutchman to set foot on the soil of Siam. And now we come to the everyday life that is typical of Bangkok, a city that has been called the Venice of Asia because of its vast network of picturesque canals, upon which almost 1 million inhabitants ply their trades and live their lives. Except for a few railway lines, all travel in Siam is by water. The level of the land being so low and the soil so soft, the construction of roads would not be practical. In fact, for 3 months in the year, much of the land is underwater. Products of the soil consist of rice, sugarcane, coconuts, teak, and all kinds of fruits, which are loaded in boats and paddled up to Bangkok. The great river system of Siam is formed chiefly by the Manam River, with its numerous canals and tributaries spreading throughout the land and bringing life and sustenance to the people. In fact, this great river, with the plains which it alternately floods and drains, constitutes Siam itself, for the prosperity of the country depends largely upon its winds. The larger temples of Siam are called Wats, and perhaps the most famous of these is Wat Arun on the banks of the Manam River, one of the many picturesque sights that help to make a boat trip on the river an unforgettable experience. For here may be seen a panorama of life that is typical of serene Siam. It is here that we conclude our visit to the Royal Kingdom of Siam, where 12 million souls live their lives in partial seclusion from the outside world, apparently at peace with nature and content with the simpler things of life.